And go, protect your stick.
Here he comes, James Brugger behind him. Moffitt up there with Venazio, Evan Voss.
Brugger doing a good job of occupying a player, cutting to the crease.
How about Evan Voss the other night? Hat trick, scored the first and last goal of the game for Lenoir-Rhyne. They had fell behind 3-0, as I said. Voss got the first one. Voss got the last one with the empty net to really salt that game away for the Bears. Tommy Aguilar got into the act as well the other night. Gets tight and ties the game.
Great job by Tommy Aguilar. That's just a great individual play. Everybody cleared out to the far side, allowed Tommy to dodge and redodge and get underneath. Didn't shoot it hard, just put it in the corner.
Game starting about 45-ish minutes late due to some weather. We think we're in the clear now.
Yeah, looks great out to our west. I will check the Weather Guesser app later to make sure there's nothing coming.
You are our resident meteorologist.
Yes, and head menu guy.
Head menu guy, head meteorologist. That's two important jobs for you there.
Yep. Today I said there will be weather, bring clothes.
Wow, you really were on top of that. Aguilar ties us at 1.
Out the front.
And Paulus, a clean win off the faceoff. Saw Macon Sumner score a faceoff guy goal on Friday night. Here's McCracken, saved by Baxter,
the
nice
SAC
save. Defensive Player of the Year. Limestone's got the top scoring offense, top scoring defense in the SAC. Bears second in both. So, I mean, in every sense of the word, these two, the top two teams in this loaded South Atlantic Conference in lacrosse.
Yep, absolutely. They're just but LR's defense is a different animal.
Yes.
Than
turnover there. Moffitt couldn't catch it clean.
Moffitt, nice job by the Limestone defender to deliver a blow, but do it legally within 5 yards of the ball. It was a good job. Legal check, not a takeout check or anything like that. Just gave him a little nudge, knocked him to the ground, perfectly legal, and a good job.
Limestone, we think both of these two teams have already locked up their place in the South region in the NCAA tournament, but this is for, obviously, they tied for the SAC regular season. Limestone did beat the Bears once, but lost to Wingate, who then lost to LR, hence the tie. And you know that the Saints want to prove today that they are the true champions of the SAC. McGarry spins, gets cut off by Liam Farrell, who's played well here in the early stretch.
Absolutely. Good job by Brugger. Nice trail check by Brugger.
Long stick, James Brugger. McGarry bothered by Masson and skips it through the wickets of Johnson.
Unfortunate on that one, too. He had a great play by Brugger to get the ball out. Again, it just bounces into a Limestone stick.
McGarry, after 5 goals on Friday against Queens, a career high. That's number 35 on the season to now take the lead for Limestone in that department. But these are two similar offenses in that they don't have that one guy that's way above the rest scoring-wise. It's very balanced on the score sheet for both of these teams. Paulus has now won 2 face-offs in a row.
Goes back with it. Nice play. Little bit of a zing pass. That nice handle by Masson.
Bears have 10 seconds to get it across. Victor Powell, who just had a phenomenal game on Friday, completely took Willie Greco out of that game.
Yep. Great job by Victor Powell just to be an athlete to get that ball across the midfield line. And Victor Powell, as big as he is, with as gorgeous as his hair is actually an actual amazing athlete. He can run. He can have super body control. He's just not a big physical defender.
First team All-SAC. Voss knocks us up at 2.
Again, an individual play by Voss. Great job.
Evan made a couple of those. The first 2 goals on Friday night were basically all Evan Voss. He got the assist on the second one, but he completely set it up, made a really good hustle play behind the goal, and right to beat the buzzer in the first quarter. The freshman playing in his first SAC championship game.
But he's not playing like a freshman.
No.
He's actually fully earned the number 42 jersey right now.
Worn famously by Mr. Eric Dickinson.
And Coach Ned Case.
Limestone wins the ground ball. Gavin Kesselring, who's
getting
one of their leading scorers. Masson just hounded him along with Dylan Stape, but Kesselring now sets it back up. And the Saints will try to run a little bit of offense. Tie game just under 4 minutes in to the SAC championship. Bears in this game for the 6th time in the last 8 years. Limestone for the first time in the SAC championship game, although they won a ton of Conference Carolinas championships, and they've won 5 national championships since 2000. So they are the standard in this region for lacrosse, and now trying to make their mark here on the SAC. This is Consoletti looking for some space. Can't find it. Gives it off to Grauer. All these names, McGarry caught the headlines.
Great tip by Powell just to cause Limestone to having to reset their offense.
31 to shoot for the Saints. And White, first-year head coach, is Brendan Storier. He's the SAC Coach of the Year. Shot goes high. Will stay. No, it'll go back to the Bears.
They're saying that was a pass, and it was certainly his stick was coming forward. It was not in the act of shooting by the judgment of the referee at goal line extended. He called that a turnover with a stick check. I'm not sure it was a pass, but the ball did come out and go way over the goal. So look at a 70-yard dime from Johnson.
Noah was excellent the other night. These are the top 2 goalkeepers, at least according to the coaches in the SAC. Baxter, first team all-conference. Johnson, second team. You talk about the offenses and the 2 leading offenses in the SAC, but those guys in net are kind of where it starts. And with Johnson and the way the Bears defense has played these last 5-6 games, he has been as good as he's been in his entire career in this last stretch.
Yeah, and like we said on Friday night, he's gotten better as the season progresses, and he gets better as the game progresses.
Bears get the clear, 30 seconds to shoot. Kyle Hatcher, Bryce Reese, the reigning All-American, who scored a goal on Friday against Wingate, gets a step, gets a shot, flies it high and wide. Moffitt there to back it up. 17 on the shot clock for LR.
Plenty of time.
Bears got a couple of late clock goals the other night.
The fans are screaming for a reset, but that shot was way wide.
Hatcher off the shoulder of Baxter goes to the corner. Will stay with LR with a fresh 60 in Venazio.
With the Venazio getting there and extending his hand past the defender. It's the hand that's holding the stick, not the end of the stick. It's where the body is going out of bounds that causes possession on a shot.
Hatcher looks for Reese. Good look.
No,
Baxter snuffs it out.
High to high on Baxter is not going to work. He's too good of a goalie. You gotta change levels. If you're going to go stay high to high or low to low, you have to shoot through a screen.
Baxter, the Englishman from Manchester.
Wonder if he's a United or a City fan.
It's a very contested rivalry in that city.
Mm-hmm.
McGarry. LR defense sets itself. Spinning is faster. Now back to McGarry. Had a all-out party scoring-wise against Queens. Now Faster. Checked by Bruger. Faster shoots. Johnson saves.
Great job by Johnson, just staying home.
Couple of not too challenging saves for these 2 keepers. Baxter up top and the same for Johnson. And Noah makes a bad pass and turns it over.
That's a mistake.
And now numbers for Limestone. Faster, spinning, and Kesselring lost it on the rotation. But running it down for Limestone there in the corner is Erneston, another one of their big goal scorers, and it'll stay with the Saints.
Yep, that's probably the right call. Even though it went way wide, that was definitely a shot. Good call over there in the corner.
Up and down first half of the first quarter. 2-2 in the SAC title game. Bears beat Wingate in this spot last year after Limestone fell to the Bulldogs in the semifinal. But as you said, it wasn't a normal Limestone year. Another shot by McGarry. Noah goes down low to get that one. Another great crowd out here, braving the weather. Limestone's brought a great contingent as well. Faster between 2 black jerseys, gets it ripped. Ball loose. Ground ball picked up by the Bears for a moment. Can Stape hold on to it, surrounded by white jerseys. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go back to the Bears.
What that was is either it wasn't a push from behind. All I can believe is that White was playing from out of bounds. The referee signaled a legal procedure. That's really the only good thing it could have been on that sideline is playing out of bounds.
Bears get the clear. Voss just inside his offensive half. Freshman from Georgia who is just a night and day different player than when we saw him back here in early February against UIndy.
Yep, he's actually back there behind when he possesses the ball at X behind the goal. He's out there pointing and telling people where to go. He's not, like I said, not playing like a freshman, playing like an upperclassman, and has just a lot of confidence right now.
Kanata bothered there by the defender. Pass was not good, and a turnover for Limestone. That play was entirely made by Brandon Rabbit. He bothered the pass and then picked up the ground ball. Here he comes. Big number 60 in white, one of the captains, actually won the South Atlantic Conference Elite 90 Award, 4.0 GPA for him.
Good for him. I mean, that's super cool. It just proves that we got scholar athletes all over these fields. Mitch Linklater won the Elite 90 Award at the NCAA Championship.
Grauer saved.
So we got kids who are both great athletes as well as, nice catch by Colson Huff.
Colson, full head of steam. Has teammates to his left and then peels off and will reset.
Great decision, heady decision by the freshman.
Colson from Holly Springs. And a goal for the Bears. Wow.
That's a heady play by number, who was that over there? Oh, that's Ashley. Ashley played the substitution game, ran to the thing. Limestone guy beat him, put on the brakes, came back, just played offense, choked up on his stick. Remember, he's also a short stick D-midi, so he knows how to shoot. And just a heck of a play by Ashley. He's kind of our four-headed monster right now. He can face off, he can play short stick, long stick, D-midi, and also close defense.
Takes the long stick, pass Baxter, and the Bears have their first lead of the day at 3-2. Paulus wins the faceoff. That was the key the other night for the Bears. They won the big ones when they mattered. Voss turned away.
Save.
Baxter can't find it, now falls right on top of it in the crease.
Great save by Baxter.
Wasn't entirely clean, but it didn't matter. Kesey. Nobody stopped the ball, and now they finally do. McGarry back to the top of the point. Will get some guys on and off, and now look to go. Mike gets space, misses left. Great off the bounce.
To affect the shot. That save down here with the Wingate, with the same goal as on Friday night where the ball was resting on the goal line. That was kind of a crazy shot.
And Baxter didn't know where it was right away, but found it in plenty of time.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling as a goalie, to have the ball hit you and then you don't know where it is.
Faster kept it in the shooting slot, but didn't fire it off. Now Grant Rogers. 40 to shoot for Limestone.
4:30 in the period.
McGarry gets it past him inside the pole. What a job by Mike. Second of the day for him. And McGarry's never going to want to leave Hickory. That's 7 goals in 2 games for him.
There we go. And he did a great job of getting through a stick check by, I believe it was Kanata, and then took a blow from Dylan Stape as he let go of the ball. Officials are, if it's clean, it looks like they're going to let him play.
Beg your pardon. He had 6 goals in the Queens game, so now 8 total for his weekend. Looking to deliver his Saints their first SAC championship. Clean win off the faceoff there for Ladner, who was quite good when Limestone made their run the other night against Queens. And now we're tied at 3, just over 4 to go first quarter in the SAC championship game. Limestone technically the home team is the higher seed. Bears obviously playing on their home turf here between the bricks. The final SAC championship game that we'll see here, at least for the next few years. This is the last year of the Bears' hosting turn. Consoletti checked by McCracken. Colton's all over him. And now Kesselring.
Pair of 33s behind the goal.
Kesselring bumped off the spot there by Masson. Another guy that's really stepped up his game late season. Powell tries to get it away. The shot does get away but misses left. Johnson woofing at his defenders in front of him. Powell took a bit of a risk there and it didn't pay off. Limestone still with it with 22. Austin Lamoureux, French-Canadian, had a nice impact early in the game. Kesselring flings a shot, not close. Shot clock's running out on Limestone. It's in the corner, and now they'll just throw it away. A good defensive stand there by the Bears.
Great job by the Bears. Got a little fortunate with the Victor Powell was a little bit aggressive on a check and didn't quite get there, but the shot missed. And Bears get to go now try to clear it and play offense.
They do get the clear with Colton McCracken, the last season's postseason heroes. LR is 3-2 against Limestone since 2017. They played a lot of non-conference games when Limestone was still in Conference Carolinas. Obviously, it makes a whole lot of sense with Gaffney being just about an hour and a half away from here in Hickory.
Oh, shoot it.
Eccleston went scoreless on Friday. That one never made it. Limestone the stop.
Good job by backing it up.
Right before COVID hit back in March of 2020, the Bears won a classic game, 18-16 down in the Crown Classic in Charlotte.
About once every 2 or 3 months, I go ahead and I watch that game. It's just an absolutely amazing game.
You won't find a better college lacrosse game than that one. Here comes Limestone now with Kesey. That was back when J.B. Clark was still the coach of Limestone, led them to all 5 of their national championships.
And that was just a crazy game. It was runs and one team up, the other team up.
Faster, point blank. Johnson snuffs him out, just flings it ahead. Stape picks it up off the bounce and brings it into the LR half. Dylan had one of those really fun celebrations on somebody's head the other night after he scored.
Yeah, I told him to try to remain in a vertical position tonight. Because both of his goals he wound up on the ground.
He was forehead first after he scored
both times
the other night against Wingate. Limestone second in the region coming into this weekend. Bears 5th. Saints looking to host something if they can win this game.
I think Limestone's game yesterday against Queens.
Reese doubled. He's as fast as they come. His pass gets deflected and onto the stick of Baxter, but go ahead about Limestone.
I think that game against Queens was basically a game for seeding, not so much getting in. I think LR had to win on Friday night in order to get in.
I'm with you. Limestone was in coming into this weekend. Brandon Rabbit didn't get anything on that shot as State bothered him from behind. And now back and forth we go. 45 seconds to go first quarter. Eccleston, leading scorer on this team, goes high. Baxter plucks it.
Going to beat this goalie there. Shoot it at his feet.
Was the case the other night, and the Bears found a lot of success going low on the Wingate goalies. 3-3 game, that one jarred loose. How about the defenses right now? Brugger picks up the ground ball.
Johnson checks the clock.
Liam McGrath caused that turnover. And
20
now
seconds left. They got a chance to run a little bit of a slow break here.
Mitch Linklater with it. Been tied for most of this first quarter. 7 seconds. Under 5. Tight and a goal.
And
flag.
It's gonna
no goal.
No goal.
And they're going to wipe it off.
But it's going to be a penalty on Wingate.
On Limestone.
Excuse me, a penalty on Limestone.
They got the ball in the net, but they wipe it off in the crease.
The reason it was no goal is A, he dove, and B, he landed in the ice cream cone, the goal mouth, which is the semicircle we see inside the crease at the top thing. If you touch that, no matter how you get there, it's no goal. He got there illegally because he was pushed. Great job by Evan Voss to drive to the goal. We're just going to hold it for the last 3.3 seconds and start the second quarter man up.
So they're looking for a
shot clock reset. Looking for an 80-second shot clock reset.
And they get the 80-second reset with 3.3. Moffitt will hold, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Everything you would have hoped for in the opening frame between these two top 10 national lacrosse powers. They're playing for the SAC championship here on the Bear Sports Network. All tied up after one.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products. the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
We're back here between the bricks. South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship here on the Bears Sports Network. Eric Bach, Jamie Dickinson. We didn't get to this before the game. We'll get to it now. The team comparison between these two coming in. And Jamie, I mean, look at those numbers. They're basically identical, which is why you see them, the top two seeds in this conference. The only difference is Limestone about 1.5 goals more per game. But the shot percentage almost equal. They allow just about the same amount of goals every year. Bears start man up here in the second quarter.
Look for the ball to get to 43. Jackson Price, he's the sort of designated shooter here on the man-up deal.
Scored a goal in the fourth quarter of the Wingate game on Friday. Bears were 1 for 3 man-up in that game. Probably will need to have a few more opportunities, be a little better on that unit today. Hatcher, shot went off the pole up top. Eccleston runs it down, preserves the possession for the Bears with 59 to shoot.
And Limestone has killed the penalty, and we are playing 6-on-6.
So just a minor 30-second penalty there on Limestone.
Good job by the Saints, only allowing one low-angle shot.
2 goals for McGarry in the first. 3 different Bears scored, and that was the story of the other night. 17 goals.
Oh, my goodness.
There's another one today.
You got to absolutely love. You got a freshman dodging, throwing it to a senior cutting. That was a great job by Evan Voss to get his hands free and come upfield being a threat, forcing the defense to stay home. Bonazio cut through the space created by the defense not moving, caught it, turned, finished, goal.
Easy enough. Bears take the lead back. Number 28 for Joe Bonazio. Assist to Voss. Stalemate in the X. Paulus tries to dig it out and can't. Limestone had it for a moment, lost it. Now the Bears have it.
Great job by McCracken to check that ball out of the Limestone faceoff guy's stick after he won possession on the scrum.
Bears up a goal, 4-3. Bonazio gives it to him here in the second.
And didn't have to do a great big over-the-head hero check, just came down really hard on the head of the stick with 2 hands. Just a nice hard check on the shaft just below the head of the stick, just lodging the ball. Turns it over for his team. Now we get to play offense.
Kanata, kind of the lightning bolt for this team. What an angle there!
That's got to feel absolutely amazing for Liam McGrath to score that goal. He's been out the second half of the season with one of his wheels. I think he pulled a hammy or a quad. Got to feel great for that kid to get on the scoring tab, and just a great job by Kanata to go over the top and just throw a simple skip pass through space.
Just the 6th goal of the year for Liam McGrath.
Bears up by 2.
One of the Canadians from Hatchet Lake, Nova Scotia. This is the first time the Bears have been up by 2. Limestone needs a face-off win. Farrell tries to knock it over to Linklater, who chops. McGarry there as well. Ball still loose.
Good job by
Linklater.
Mitch. Now he just has to run to grass.
Ball loose. Brugger,
right here.
Long stick, gets it up to Powell.
Go, Victor. It's 4-on-4. He's going to be patient.
Moffitt's pass deflected. A good defensive play there by Limestone and Ryan Morrison.
Yep, they're calling a tip.
Looked like the Bears had something working there, and Morrison makes them reset.
Made a really good play to get his stick up in a passing lane.
Limestone punked the Bears almost 2 months ago, 13-3. Their alumni day down in Gaffney.
Alumni day, dedicating the new stadium.
It was
just a
perfect
bad day.
storm, and Limestone, to their credit, there's no way around it. They just crushed the Bears that day.
And to use the word that Coach P uses, they bullied us.
Yeah, and since then, the Bears haven't lost.
Yep.
And it's been a completely different team. And now here they are in the SAC championship. Looked like Reese may have gotten hit in the head there.
Yep.
No call. 30 seconds to shoot.
Bunch of coaches over there with their hands with their palms up in the air. Will Kanata, score.
Kanata squeezes in and scores it. How about Will getting low? Will they say he's in the crease?
Goal.
No, they won't. Good goal.
Landed in the crease, but not in the goal mouth. He landed in that 2-yard swath outside of the goal mouth.
18th goal for Will. Baxter pleading his case, saying he was in the crease, but the officials aren't listening.
What happened is he hit the ground. He hit the ground outside the goal mouth. The ball was in, dead ball. Then he went in. Then he may have gone in the goal mouth, but he did not land in the goal mouth.
Bears doubling up the Saints 6-3. 12:14 to go before halftime.
Faceoffs are big here. Timeout.
We have timeout. Limestone. What a run for the Bears! It's 6-3. They've outscored the Saints 3-0 here in the second. We'll take a break and come back here in the second quarter. Momentum on the side of Lenoir-Rhyne right now. This is the 2022 South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship on the Bears Sports Network.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Back here between the bricks, a 3-0 run for Lenoir-Rhyne here to start the second quarter. Jamie, we've got some action across the rest of college lacrosse today in Division II. What you got for us?
Some Sunday games. The Sunshine State final in the fourth quarter. Not sure how much time left. 13-7 Tampa over Florida Southern. Belmont Abbey beat Mount Olive 12-6 in the Conference Carolina Finals. I still don't think Belmont Abbey's making the NCAAs.
Limestone leaving Conference Carolinas is the best thing that's ever happened to Belmont Abbey.
And Belmont Abbey was on the struggle bus the first 5 or 6 games of the season. Let's see. That's really about it until we've got the big game coming up. Is going to be the conference tournament with Indy and
the GLVC. Paulus, another clean win.
No, he pushed him in the back.
They say back to Limestone, but seems like Tampa now with that win today has locked up the number 1 seed in the South.
They're the one. So anybody who's going to the road to Foxborough goes not Foxborough. The road to Hartford goes through Tampa.
J.B. Clark, the head coach there now. Limestone fans know and love that man.
Yep, he did a heck of a job for their program.
Ernestin,
over and back.
And not a good pass. Limestone, they really haven't had much possession here in the second quarter, and that's the first real one they have, and they turn it over. So the Bears will have it 6-3. 6 different Bears have scored goals. Nobody with 2 yet today.
And that's been the Bears' MO. The second after Limestone game, the MO of the Bears offensively has been committee. It's basically been offense by committee. I believe we had 3 short stick defenders and a pole score goals on Friday night.
Bears have already doubled their total from the first time. Venazio's the first Bear with 2 today.
And I am just so happy for Joe Venazio and James Bruger getting the opportunity to play this year for the Bears after having great careers at Coker. Have a chance to play in a conference championship game, and then an opportunity, hopefully, to go on to the NCAAs.
7-3. Limestone's got to be careful. This can snowball on them quick if they don't win a couple face-offs here. And they don't win this one. Paulus, a very clean win. Pass a touch too tall for Starkey. What a play by him to get it over.
Heads-up play just to get it out of his stick. That was a train wreck. Mitch Linklater's got to run away from trouble.
Eccleston plucks it off the ground just as he steps onto the field. But what a play by Christian Starkey. Scored a goal the other night and saves that possession for Lenoir-Rhyne. Starkey not really known as a goal scorer, but he got one at a crucial time. That was the play Voss made early in that game to get that ball to him. Aguilar. Kanata had a look. Moffitt has a shot. It goes off the outside of the cage, and Baxter comes out of his crease to get it.
Did it go off the cage? Or
I think it went off the outside of the net.
Or it just didn't come even close. So that's a little. Miles needs to hitch and get higher above goal line extended. Good communication by Kanata and Moffitt. That Moffitt was telling Kanata he was back so he could go.
McGarry too high. Johnson saves it anyway, and now here come the Bears looking to push. This is Brandon Webster, number 2 in black. Moffitt, haven't said his name much. I'm not sure he played at all on Friday night.
Brandon Webster has been sort of in and out of the lineup here. He was on the struggle bus at the beginning of the year. Great to see him out here contributing.
Moffitt bothered there by Morrison.
Getting it to Reese.
Limestone scored early in this one. All 3 of their goals came in the first quarter. Still yet to find the back of the net here in the second. The Bears have controlled most all of the possession and have outscored the Saints 4-0.
Move it again.
Venazio. 2 goals to lead LR today. Aguilar.
Move it, shoot it, Bryce.
Reese thought about it, gets knocked down, holds the ball in his stick, pops right back up. Whistle. Timeout, Lenoir-Rhyne. Coach P didn't like what he saw there and will draw something up with 26 to shoot.
That's fine. That's good timeout. Good timeout. That was about to be a turnover. Nice timeout by Coach P to save a possession. It's in the middle of the quarter, so you don't feel bad burning that one. What you do is you don't want to end up burning a timeout really early in the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter, so you only have one left.
Lenoir-Rhyne looking for its 3rd SAC tournament title and 2nd in a row. Timeout will take it with them. 7-3 Bears, 9:18 to go before halftime in the title game of the 2022 South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship right here on the Bears Sports Network. Little bit of Freddie Mercury and Queen bumping. I know it's not your AC/DC, but it's good enough for Championship Sunday here between the bricks.
Everything is more epic with AC/DC.
Well, yesterday you were requesting Eminem, so you got to pick a genre here, Jamie.
Hey, I'm the last of the baby boomers. I can go anywhere I want.
All right. 26 to shoot for Lenoir-Rhyne. Crowd into it. Bears have outscored Limestone 4-0 here in the second quarter to take a 7-3 lead in the title game of the SAC tournament.
Hatcher dragging his defender to X to play dodge against a shorty from behind.
15 for the Bears. They called the timeout. Coach P drew something up. Hatcher spins again, looks to shoot. Now back to Voss, has to make something happen. Quick and does!
Geez.
Top shelf, impossible angle for Evan Voss, who's all fired up.
And Coach P's asking for a flag on that. Voss got hit late, but I guess it was sort of right at the time he shot. No harm, no foul. Again, the referees are letting them play. Good to see that. I love the quote from Lars Tiffany, the UVA head coach, when he won his first national championship in 2019. He says this is a game played by young men and given to us by the Creator, meant to be played violently and aggressively. And this is what we got here, but it's also being played extremely cleanly by both teams, and kudos to both teams on that.
Limestone desperately needed a face-off win and got one there from Logan, who looks to attack, and now peeling off with it is Stannard.
Stannard was one of the real players in that Crown Classic game in 2020.
Yeah, he's been around the block, hasn't he?
Right before the season got shut down with COVID, he had 5 or 6 goals in that game. He just played out of his skull in that game. It was just really cool to see someone just step up in a big time environment like that. Great double team by the Bears.
One today, tries to squeeze through it, ball loose.
Now we got a flag for a hold. That's probably the right call.
So this will be on the Bears. Limestone will go a man up once LR touches it. First time that's happened today. LR allowed Wingate to score all 3 times the Bulldogs went man up on Friday.
Yeah, we got a lot of the LR fans down here complaining about the call. That's absolutely a hold.
You mean fans didn't like a call? I'm shocked.
Shocker.
Back behind the X, Slamero. Spinning, McCracken, physical, knocks the man off his spots. Jason Madden, and now the Bears touch it, and the Saints will go a man up.
McCracken's just headed to the box. He knows he's going to go sit for a
Had to
hold.
get his money's worth before he went in, and certainly did, and gets a big high five from Ryan Crompton.
I don't have any problem with that play. That's just a good play. He got his stick off the glove and up onto the arm. When he came down to check, it basically slid up. Wasn't a violent slash, so he didn't call it a slash. But when you get above the cuff of the glove onto the arm, that's instantly a hold.
Limestone, 25 man-up goals this year.
Should I go explain that to the football team sitting in front of us?
I don't think they know the rules quite as well as you do, my friend.
Uh-huh. And it probably will fall on deaf ears.
Yeah. I think we learned that the other night, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Erneston. Limestone needs to score on this man up. They do not, this time blocked in front by Liam Farrell. How great has he been here in the first half of the champ game?
Extremely well. And the Bears just do a great job playing man defense. And that's actually was an opportunity for Limestone to cut it to 4. Bears make a stop. Now they haven't. LR has a opportunity to extend it to 6.
8-3 Bears, under 7 to go before halftime. Still nothing in the second quarter for Limestone. We've played nearly 9 minutes.
The field seems to have tipped to the closed end of the stadium.
It sure has. Kanada's got one of the goals here in the quarter. Spins towards the pole. Flips it. Pass intercepted. A good play there by Kesey, and here he comes.
Better for him to just take the ball to X and make that flip pass, because it could have created an absolute fast break. Good job by Bryce Reese to get back and play defense and just occupy the guy coming down the field with the ball.
Bears have long killed off the penalty, by the way, so back to even strength. Limestone faster.
Throws it out of bounds.
Pass. Man, the Saints all out of sorts here in the second quarter. 5 turnovers apiece.
And LR is, unlike previous years, LR in this situation would have really wanted to go. Great job by Powell.
Starkey squeezes the pass into Victor like a wide receiver running between the safeties, but ends up a turnover.
Nice ride by, that's a Ward.
And we have a whistle.
That's a Ward.
And it is a Ward.
Yep.
Good call by the official. And now everyone's screaming for a flag.
Delay, but actually that is not delay, because the Limestone player rolled the ball to where it was supposed to start. That's not delay game. That's exactly the right call. Everybody be quiet.
I think you
Again,
said it earlier.
The deaf ears.
The deaf ears are not hearing very well. Reese still have yet to find a goal from Torrin Eccleston here in this SAC tournament, which is hard to believe given the Bears' 17 goals the other night.
Stop the ball.
Rabbit cranks, misses.
That's okay. We'll take that 15-yard shot.
Got to shoot that, though, if you're Rabbit there, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Just missed it. Saints backed it up. A little behind-the-back pass there by Kesselring. And now McGarry, sidestep, shake and bake, Johnson the save.
Saw it all the way.
Noah, after giving up 3 early ones, has held the Saints out for 10-plus minutes here.
He's seeing the ball extremely well. Move it again. Right here to 9.
Bears have 7 seconds to get it over, and they do.
And
the ball, luckily for LR, bounces.
Victor Powell
didn't look it in. Venazio tries to scoop it up and does. Surrounded by white jerseys, and it ends up on the stick of Steve Werner. But now Powell's trying to take it away from him. Whose ball is it? No signal yet. They say Limestone ball. Limestone ball right in front of the bench.
They should bring him in 5 yards.
Official goes in there to clean up the sideline, and they drop the ball. Ryan Crompton puts it down. And now Consoletti will restart.
Again, it went off Powell's stick. Everybody be quiet.
You're trying to be far too reasonable.
I'm sorry. It's the guy. It's the zebra in me coming out.
Yes, Erneston. Top of the point, Grauer. Swung behind the X. And Mike Carpenter. All these guys that are on the attack for Limestone made their impact in different ways against Queens here on Friday. But they need some offense here. Still in search of their first goal of the second quarter. Even the 3 goals they do have, they have yet to have an assist yet. 3 goals, no assists. Shots are even. And they narrowly missed their first goal of the quarter there.
It's going to be white ball. Yep, absolutely the right call. Didn't hit anything on the way through, so it's staying at 32 seconds in the shot clock. Oh, no, they did. I guess they're saying that Johnson got a piece of it, so we're going to reset to 60.
I think he did get a piece of it.
I think he may have got a stick or a foot on it.
Limestone has the edge in ground balls 18-10, but the Bears have won 8 out of 12 faceoffs and have played a little bit of
possession.
Make it, take it lacrosse. McGarry, he's been one of the go-to guys, bumped off his spot. Top of the point, save. Johnson right on his cage. Now Starkey the other way, missed it, got blasted.
That is an ejection foul. That is 100% an ejection foul.
And they're sending him off. And the officials getting in with Miles Moffitt.
That is 100% an ejection foul.
Steve Werner, we saw an ejection the other night with Wingate. Werner just blasted Christian Starkey when he wasn't looking.
If that is not at least 3 minutes full time, that's ridiculous. Miles Moffitt got a little hot and is apologizing to Jimmy Blankner.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, that is a straight cross check to the head. That's
Starkey never saw him coming.
If he's not ejected, he's very fortunate.
I see head coach Brendan Story giving him an earful over there. Let's see what they come up with. Obviously,
cross check to the head, 2 minutes full time.
And so Werner's not ejected. He's still in the game.
But he is on blast from his coach right now.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Because all he has to do there is lower his shoulder and make a clean body check. When you come in there with a cross check, it borders on just not a lacrosse play.
Well, that happened right in front of the student section, too. A little bit of riled up, as if this game needed more of that.
Bears have an opportunity here to extend.
Only 1 for 3 man up on Friday, but have a lot of time to work with. Can take this down to about 90 seconds before the half, before the penalty's over.
But the way they're winning face-off, let's get one and get a face-off and get another. Try to go 2 for 1.
Obviously, it's full time, so even with the goal, Werner's still in the box. Venazio, Hatcher. Aguilar sneaking there in the middle. Moffitt thought about a shot. We'll pass it back to the top of the point. Aguilar sneaks it past Baxter, and there's your quick man-up goal.
Yep. Now the key is win a face-off and go possess the ball for the balance of this deal. Coaches are trying to do a good job of on the sidelines keeping everybody calm. You've got Coach P, Coach Crump, and Coach Case up at the cone. And Coach Dickinson there back by the 25-yard line trying to keep the knuckleheads at the end of the bench under control.
You know, sports are emotional. Everyone who's ever played, coached, or followed knows that. But my God, these 3 men's lacrosse games here at the SAC tournament have been...
Pick it up.
I can't even think of the word. McCracken does pick it up, and the Bears win yet another face-off. They've won 10 out of 14 face-offs here in the first half.
The officials with timeout by Coach P. The officials are now talking to the Limestone players about some of the extracurricular stuff that's going on past the ball. So Limestone's got to be careful right now not to get themselves in a world of hurt going man down.
Well, they're down 6, and you can just feel the frustration from the Saints. Bears have it, man up 6, 2:38 to go before halftime. We'll take a break.
Okay, good deal. I'll
and
save
come
that
back.
thought.
Save it for the other side of the break coming up next on the Bear Sports Network.
I'm Rob with Center Street Eats. We're located at 2250 North Center Street in Viewmont. We offer fast dine-in and carry-out service. Usually your prepared meals at lunch from 11 to 3 are ready within 5 minutes. Center Street Eats also offers prepared meals and snacks, protein bars, smoothies, and so much more. We can accommodate most allergy restrictions and can adjust our weekly menu to comply with the most current trending diets like keto and paleo. Street Eats has helped fuel the sports programs at Lenoir-Rhyne for over 10 years now. We work with every program on campus, and we look forward to working with them again.
Back here between the bricks, 2:38 to go in the first half of the championship game of the SAC Men's Lax Tournament. Jamie, what were you saying before the break about the officials?
The Bears need to keep their foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Because I fully expect Limestone to go on a big
they
offensive
will.
run.
You know they
100%.
have it in them.
Yep. And so the Bears just have an opportunity. Oh, shoot it, Jackson.
And he does. Baxter the save down
save.
low, traps it. He needed a save. He's let a few in that maybe he wouldn't normally, especially that last one to Aguilar, but Baxter back on track there, looking to set up the clear here for the Saints, but nearly throws it away. A good catch over there by Beachley.
Instead of bouncing that, probably needs to go low to high because he dropped his stick and Baxter.
They do complete the clear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Limestone. That's always a challenge when a pole is clearing when you're man down and somebody wants to go, and you sometimes you wind up with someone offsides. Limestone had 5 on the offensive zone. They're just going to spread it out, play 4 corners, and try to kill this off, which is fine.
Werner's in the box for that hit on Christian Starkey. And now the Saints will just sit on this thing, still yet to score a goal here in the second quarter. The Bear defense, and the story is the face-offs. LR 9 out of 13, and most of those coming here in this second quarter.
They got 24 seconds to run 6-on-6 offense.
So Werner out of the box. You think lucky to still be in the game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm looking at that with a high school official's point of view, but that was a cross-check directly to the head. Probably in a high school game, we're having a conversation about ejecting it, but here at this level, we get it.
McGarry fakes the shot, now takes the shot and buries it.
Boy, they did need that.
Ooh, they sure did. Limestone's first goal of the quarter in the first half, hat trick for Mike McGarry.
And big shout out to the Limestone fans to our right. They got a huge contingent of folks here. They got students. They're having fun. They're jawing back and forth with the LR fans, but everything's in good nature.
It is. It's much more healthy than it was the other night.
And Limestone's been there before, so they get it. They've done a great job. But kudos to them for traveling well up here from Gaffney.
And wherever else they may be coming from. Violation on Limestone, so the Bears get the possession. 60 seconds exactly before halftime.
Bears have a chance to get it back to 6.
9-4 LR. Only Bear with 2 is Joe Venazio. Well, Voss has 2. Aguilar and Venazio all have 2 now. So after a balanced scoring first quarter, things have balanced out a little bit more here in the second. And Kanata will sit on it. Shot clock not a factor. LR can hold this thing all the way down to the horn.
Coach B stalking the sidelines, waving his arms, telling people.
Looking for his 3rd tournament championship today and 2nd in a row. Took the Bears all the way to Hartford in the national championship game last year. And the way they're playing right now looks like they could go back.
Oh,
Baxter, what a save.
Save by
Had
Baxter.
to have it and got
That's a heck of a save by Baxter. That's why he's first-team all-conference goalie. Great job.
5 seconds to go. Limestone loses it. Clock runs out. And what a first half it was for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Great job by the Bears.
They outscore Limestone 6-1 in the second quarter and take a 5-goal lead into the break. 9-4 Bears 30 minutes away from their second straight SAC tournament championship here at home. We'll be back in 10 for the second half. This is the 2022 South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship here on the Bear Sports Network.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Everything the light touches will be yours. You must remember who you are. The one true champion. We are LR.
We are LR. We are LR.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy infrared technology socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Excellence, integrity, care, curiosity. These are the values that define who we are. A community of thinkers, competitors, and achievers passionately pursuing the path of a purpose-driven life. Because at Lenoir-Rhyne University, we are called to greatness. We are LR.
This once-in-a-generation project will give student athletes an advantage and position Lenoir-Rhyne as a leader in academics and athletics.
About to roll in the second half. Let's quickly take a look at our halftime stats here, presented by East Coast Wings and Grill. The shots even. The turnovers about even. The score not even. Lenoir-Rhyne up 5. And, Jamie, the reason Lenoir-Rhyne is up 5 is that third number, face-offs 10 out of 14 in the first half to the Bears. The first face-off of the second half, though.
Becomes a ground ball mess.
Ball is still loose, kicked around.
Someone pick it up.
This is by far the longest we've had before the ball has gotten picked up. And it finally is picked up by Limestone and Jack Beachley.
Someone's got to go to the ball.
Limestone got the last goal of the first half and the first of the second.
Great job by the Limestone attackman to screen the LR point defender and keep him from getting to the ball. Great play there off ball to create that scoring opportunity for Limestone. Good job by White on the scrap to come up with it.
Beachley gets just his second goal of the season. He's a defender, so not much of a scorer. And now the lead is back to 4, 9-5, Bears.
The officials are constantly telling the Limestone kids to get out above the 40-yard line.
Another face-off win for a moment. Now it's just a loose ball, clamped up. And Colton McCracken falls down between three defenders. No call, and comes out of it somehow. I don't know. He had a play like that the other night. As his Limestone stick is broken, Faster has to go off and get a new one. Bears have an advantage here. Moffitt sidesteps, score!
Oh, beauty!
Miles Moffitt goes tumbling and gives the Bears double digits, number 10 on the day.
Sorry, I didn't say that right. It should have been Beauty A.
Beauty A?
There you go.
Miles from Alberta.
Great pump fake to get his defender to commit and go upfield and then get up underneath. Miles Moffitt from 5 yards inside the hash marks is not going to miss.
Nope. Number 23 this season. Another all-conference year for him on the second team.
And the MO that we talked about with LR at the beginning of the year was get to 12.
Yeah, the Bears undefeated when they get to that number. This one's kicked around by Ladner.
Great job.
Still loose.
Pick it up.
And Limestone is the one that does. Kesselring.
Nice job by Kesselring to stay involved in the play on the wing. When the ball popped out of his teammate's stick, he was able to collect it, and Limestone can now play offense for almost 70 seconds.
Limestone has won 2 out of 3 faceoffs here in the third quarter after losing 9 out of 13 in the first half. McGarry had a first half hat trick for Limestone, has 3 out of the 5. This is a Saints team that averages 17.5 goals a game and are not close to getting on that pace right now unless they really start scoring soon. Poke check there by Brugger. Ball loose. Starkey tries to get to it, cannot. Brugger right there fighting. McGarry falls down on the sideline. Faster's and Brugger's sticks get linked up. The ball is to Limestone.
And it's an 80-second shot clock reset. Correct call by Jimmy Blankner. LR possessed the ball, and it got checked out of Starkey's stick, so that's what created the 80-second reset.
9 saves in the first half for Johnson, 8 saves for Baxter so far. This is off the pipe.
Hit right in the corner.
Between the crossbar and the post. Linklater, it ends up squirting out to him, and now Christian Starkey. He's been more active on the ball. Bears have numbers, and Venazio finishes it. Voss feeds him. Number 11 for LR.
And Starkey's pumping the crowd up. Had a great conversation with Christian. He really liked our commentary on his Texasness.
I mean, that's who he is, right? As proud of it as they come.
He just laughed and he's like, "Yep, that's kind of the story."
Yeah. One of the captains on this team. And he started that break right there.
And really an emotional leader as well. And he did a great job on that break by moving the ball early.
And I talked with his coaches about he is definitely one of the emotional leaders on this team, but his leadership has matured and changed over his years. Now he's a little bit more of the wise owl type guy, but obviously can fire him up with the best of them. Another turnover for Limestone, and this one's on the stick of Liam Farrell. Colton McCracken. Whenever you need somebody to possess or be physical, Colton's your guy. Gets sandwiched between two Saints.
Flag
flies.
Check.
Colton, whenever there's a flag flying, you can bet that Colton's either the guilty party or causing it.
Right.
More often than not.
Yeah, it's been that way for about the last, I won't even say the last few games of the season. In a big game, it's definitely the case.
He's just a battering ram.
He has a nose for the ball, and he wants the ball, and he's just a superb athlete.
6-goal lead is the largest it's been for the Bears. It got up to 9-3 at one point in the second quarter.
And this is very different from what we've seen previous years from LR. They're content to play offense and not just go. Time is on their side here. I don't like to turn it off completely. They're going with about 25 seconds, so they've got plenty of time to play offense and rework it, move it again.
Still over 20 minutes to go in this, or over 30 minutes to go in this game. As that ball's off the ground, Aguilar misses high, and it goes.
And we got a flag.
That's right. So we had the flag on the field. So it would have been a turnover if not for the penalty on Limestone.
Yep. It's got to be either a hold or a cross-check.
I think Jason Madden is the guilty party for
58
or 66, and White is in the box. Jason, the sophomore from Walnut Creek, California, called for the cross-check 1 minute in. Fourth penalty on Limestone. Bears just 1 for 3 man up. They were 1 for 3 on Friday, too. Had that long stretch. They did get one in the first half when Werner was in for quite a while. Moffitt had his first of the game here in this quarter. This one's in from his knees. Save made by Baxter. Turns away Kyle Hatcher. Both guys were on their knees, and Baxter wins that battle.
Good job by Limestone.
They've weathered the storm. They still have a run in them. You know that. Rabbits. This game far from over. This one never got to Johnson. Caromed off a defender. Onto the stick and a save by Noah. That one was a high degree of difficulty as Erneston got a pretty good look at it.
That actually was going well wide. Will count as a save, but where it really counts as is a turnover because that was a shot that could have been backed up by Limestone. Johnson using his active stick to get his stick on it and create a possession for the Bears.
5 minutes gone here as a flag flies. Somebody was offsides. Rabbit out of the box, so that man-up opportunity gone for the Bears.
I'm not sure if it's offsides because if it was offsides, someone would have gone. It may have been a conduct foul.
Either way, there's a flag on the field, and it's got to be on the Saints. Bears possess, and we play on with 30 to shoot. Reese and McGarry. Bryce Jukes tries to get past him. McGarry beating him with his stick. And now, Eccleston looking for his first of the tournament. Doesn't get it there. Moffitt backs it up. Flag on the field. We'll see what it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be offsides. And the reason Limestone didn't send another guy is they probably didn't know who it was on.
Right.
Yep, it's offsides. And if the wrong guy goes, it's offsides again. So offsides is player specific, not just the team.
Double whammy.
So that's a safe than sorry coaching decision to keep them from going 2 men down.
So Stanner goes in for 30 seconds for the offside. Moffitt fakes left, goes right. Eccleston, top shelf. What a time for number 1 in the postseason.
Good job by Torrin. That's a good shot, picking a corner. Goalie had to move from his right to his left, and Eccleston shot back to his right in the top left corner. As we look at it from our vantage point, that's a really hard save. That's a really hard save when your whole body's moving away and the ball goes back across your body mass, moving one way or the other.
Scoring Torrin. McGarry the assist. He's up to 4 points now. 22nd on the season for Ethan. 3 for McGarry, 2 for Stenard, and 1 for Beachley, a defender, and that's it. This high-powered Limestone offense, top-scoring offense in the conference, over 17 goals a game. There's another face-off win for Limestone and Ladner.
But that's okay. It's going backwards. We'll pick it up.
Now it's loose right in front of the goal. Baxter right there, and he does end up with it.
Kind of like on Friday night, LR's goal in riding right now at this point in time in the game is just to make their opponent take 20 seconds to clear the ball. Or throw it back across.
And keeping it over.
Good job.
Werner comes up and saves it for Limestone.
But now they're only dealing with 50 seconds and a shot clock to play offense because of the stress created by the LR ride.
Spin by Erneston. Powell on him. We saw Powell on the 2 Wingate attackmen on Friday. McCracken in there as well now on McGarry. Knocks him to the ground. Johnson picks up the loose ball.
That's just a big boy play.
Colton is one of those guys that just sticks his nose in there all the time. Doesn't matter if the guy's bigger or smaller. Powell loses it. Coming on and grabbing it.
But we had a guy coming out of the box.
It's Tommy Aguilar. Throwing high. What a catch by Huff.
Good thing we got a tall guy over here on the sideline to catch that ball. That was destined to land in the Limestone fans.
Colson
Good job
Huff.
by Huff climbing the ladder to keep possession.
6'3", Colson Huff. And there's Big Torrin Eccleston. Just got his first of the postseason a couple minutes ago as we're over halfway gone here in the third. 7 minutes to go in the championship game. Moffitt
wearing a knee brace the way he did last year. A little bit different than what he's been doing previously.
Finds, and what a save by Baxter.
That's a heck
Point
of a save.
blank, Aguilar had a look, and Baxter keeps it out.
Aguilar left his feet, which basically committed him to that shot high to high. If he keeps his feet, he probably has an opportunity to stick it down low.
Top 2 goalkeepers in the SAC in this game, Baxter and Johnson.
33 on 33. Mason on Gavin Kesselring.
Yes, Kesselring. Over 35 goals coming into this one. But Masson's got the size advantage. McGarry can't catch it clean. Eccleston slips, and the ground ball picked up by LR and Liam Farrell.
Liam does a good job getting it to an offensive player.
They have the numbers.
Move it.
And Linklater finishes it.
Yep, that's going to be a cross check or a illegal body check. It's probably a dead ball foul. May not have a face-off.
2 different officials threw their flags, and now they're getting together to see. Mitch Linklater, the goal from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Jimmy Blanker's going to report the foul.
Let's see what it is. I mean, it's obviously on Limestone.
The goal, dead ball foul. Unnecessary roughness, 1 minute. And it's black ball because it was a dead ball foul. The foul occurred after the ball had crossed the goal line.
Brendan Storier. It's on Werner again, who blasted Starkey in the first half.
That's 3 minutes on him. If he gets two more minutes of personal fouls, he's basically fouled out, just like in basketball. You're allowed 5 minutes of personal fouls. Doesn't matter if you get it in 2 penalties, you're in 5. If you get 5 minutes of personal foul time, you're fouled out.
Brendan Storier, head coach for Limestone, not too happy with the call, and he was not in a great mood at halftime, let me tell you. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, and he's got to be frustrated with what's happened here after what Limestone did to LR. Back in skip pass.
Eccleston cranks and misses right. Venazio there to back it up.
Defender from Limestone, I want to give him a shout out. He absolutely sold out on that.
That was Kendall Collins, one of the all-conference, first team all-conference
Amazing
defender.
job just basically giving his body up to dive to Eccleston to try to alter the shot. Did a great job of doing that. Eccleston shot it wide.
He had a really nice game against Queens here on Friday as well. These Limestone guys can play, and they just haven't put it together offensively far today.
Jackson Price is wide open on the backside. Throw it to him.
Here he is. Eccleston finds him. Price.
Oh, my goodness. Just
left
missed.
of the post.
That's a great job to fake and then get around a guy. Just needs to shoot probably back to the right post.
So now Eccleston with 22 and counting on the shot clock.
Price is going to sub off to get our regular offense in. Here comes Bryce Reese.
It's Reese, Eccleston, Aguilar, Moffitt, Hatcher, and Venazio with 10 to shoot now.
Bryce just needs to go downhill on this one.
Fastest guy on the field, Bryce Reese. With 2 to shoot, I'm not sure he's aware. He doesn't even know, and that's a shot clock violation on the Bears.
That's fine. That's fine. Waste a little time. 4:44 in the third. Bears up by 7.
Clock runs. 7-goal lead is the largest it's been all day for LR. Not a clean pass. And bumping off is Reese. Ball still loose. Limestone gathers it up, has 6 to get it across, and does. And falling down with Farrell behind him is the Limestone Saint. We have a whistle. That was Ryan Morrison there on the far side, and we have a hold on Lenoir-Rhyne. It'll stay with the Saints.
The hold was caused when Dillon State landed on top of the player. That's exactly the correct call. That's a hold.
It's just a little bit of bad luck there for State, but the right call.
If he doesn't land on him, we're probably got nothing.
So a fresh 80 for the Saints now after the penalty. Erneston.
That's a...
Working on him is Joey Masson. He's had a little bit more of a established role here defensively than we saw Friday night. McGarry beats Johnson. 4-goal day for him after 6 on Friday, so 10 here in Hickory for Mike. And where would Limestone be without him today?
How many goals did he score against Queens?
6.
Probably they wouldn't be playing in this game.
Yeah, but they won that game by 5, so there you go. 16 to 11.
No, that was a classic dodge. Got over the top, beat his guy with a screen. Got over the top. As soon as he beat his guy, went downhill, and he's shooting at a 6x6 frame with no angle. Nice job.
4-3, Lenoir-Rhyne, the edge here. Goals in the third quarter after Limestone only got 1 goal in the entire second quarter. Bears established themselves in front. Just a night and day difference from the meeting a little less than 2 months ago down in Gaffney, where the Bears only got 3 goals.
And Limestone is now pressing aggressively on defense. You may get a chance for the Bears to see some open looks on the crease if Limestone continues to play aggressively outside, pressuring the ball outside the box.
And that's them trusting Baxter as well, and why not?
And when you have a goalie like that,
defensive player of the year in the league between the pipes, you can afford to take a few more chances on defense. 35 to shoot. Hatcher skips it. I think it went off the back of the net to Voss. Gets in, misses, hits Moffitt as it goes, and it will go back to Limestone, they say.
Yep. Closest to the ball, when and where it goes out of bounds. I think the LR player was actually out of bounds when the ball went out. Moffitt maybe should have hustled to he tried to screen the ball, but he also slowed down and allowed the Limestone guys to pass him.
Saints and Bears shared the SAC regular season title. Here they are, both 9-1 in the league, playing in the championship game of the tournament for the right to say they are the true champion of the SAC here in 2022. That one knocked away. Faster cranks, misses left, backed up there by Limestone. They'll keep it with 47 to shoot.
Very similar to what happened last year. Basically, the SAC championship game was for 2 trophies.
Yeah. LR and Wingate last year. Another shot saved there,
I think it went
off the stick of McGarry.
And that's going to be
chest plate of Johnson. Back to the Bears.
Good check by Linklater to get on the stick of the Limestone attackman to cause the ball to go out of bounds.
He's been excellent on both ends of the field today. McCracken, as McGarry tried to bump him out. There's not many people that are going to knock number 9 in black off of his path.
And a heady play by McCracken to realize he still had plenty of time. He was able to go back into the defensive half and then come back into the offensive half, not creating an over and back. That's only when we're under 60 seconds in the shot clock.
Linklater, or that's Kanata.
Good job,
Will
Kanata.
Beats Baxter far side. And I think Baxter's going to be kicking himself after that one.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Kanata. He actually bounced the ball basically right at the goalie's stick. So the ball at its lowest point was when it got to the goalie. I think it just snuck underneath his stick.
Second of the day for Will. Sophomore from Marvin, North Carolina. One of the North Carolinians on this team. Bears up a touchdown, 14-7. Hopefully we'll be up a lot more touchdowns come fall here in this stadium. Ball still loose and picked up by Limestone. A nice job there by Moses Allen, one of the all-league players for Limestone that we've barely said his name today. Erneston.
Good job by Allen staying in the play.
Whistle. And now the official is getting after Moses Allen.
Yep.
No flag thrown, but...
Yep, and he's talking to him. He's talking him off a ledge. Good officiating. Good officiating by Jimmy Blankner.
Timeout called by Limestone. Yeah, definitely good officiating there to just dissolve that situation. Didn't need to throw a flag and kept the flag in his pocket. 1:20 to go here in the third.
Well, that's one of the things that you are taught as official. If you're talking, players have to understand. If an official is talking to you,
there's a reason.
He's trying to help you stay out of the penalty box.
Amen. 1:20 to go, third quarter. Bears up 7 in the title game of the 2022 South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship on the Bear Sports Network.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
.80 seconds left in the third quarter. Lenoir-Rhyne 14, Limestone 7. Number 2 seed leads number 1 seed here in the late stages of the third. Eric Bach and Jamie Dickinson, delighted you're with us wherever you may be out there in internet television land.
And just to follow up on what I was saying about an official talking to you, and you may not like what he's telling you, but there's basically 2 acceptable answers. Yes, sir, and no, sir.
Yeah. Allen got the talking to before the break. No flags thrown. Limestone ball. They called the timeout. And Faster circles behind. McGarry, 4 of the 7 today for Limestone have come for number 12 in white. After 6 on Friday. Tries to squeeze between Brugger and McCracken there and cannot. And now, passed.
Yep.
Johnson goes Chris Erneston. No one never saw it.
No one never saw it, and because Victor was playing aggressive defense, and Erneston did a great job of shooting around Powell, using him as a screen. Johnson never moved until the ball was past him.
First of the day for Erneston, and number 34 on the season for him.
14-8.
Erneston was the second leading scorer on this team coming in. Chris, the sophomore from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And face-off violation there on Paulus, back to the Saints.
That's 2 on Paulus.
Face-offs have become a little bit more even here in the second half. The Saints have won 7 out of the 11 here after halftime. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Back to a 6-goal game. Chris Erneston, the 4th, just scored the 8th goal for Limestone. And they can hold this down to the end of the quarter. Shot clock not a factor. Kesselring. It's got to be Kesselring and Erneston and McGarry. Those are the 3. 33, 20, and 12 in white are the guys to look for. This is Kesselring. Bounced around between 2 defenders, Masson and Linklater. Under 10. Consoletti going the wrong way, now going the right way, misses high. 2 points, now 1.6, it stops. And Limestone will have to have some luck here to get this one in before the end of the quarter, and they won't.
Yep.
So Lenoir-Rhyne was up 5 at halftime. They're up 6 after 3. Bears 15 minutes away from their second straight tournament championship here on home field. You know you don't want to go anywhere here on the Bear Sports Network in this presentation of the 2022 South Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship.
Break great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Lenoir-Rhyne 15 minutes away from becoming only the second team in South Atlantic Conference history to win consecutive tournament titles. Wingate won 3 in a row from 2017 to 2019, but outside of those 3 years, it's been a different champion every year, at least no consecutive champions.
Yep.
Lenoir-Rhyne won it here in 2021 against those Bulldogs and have a 6-goal lead here with 15 minutes to go against the number 1 seeded Limestone Saints.
The Sunshine State final conference championship game has gone final. Tampa came out ahead 18-8 over Florida Southern.
Already have locked in the number 1 seed in the South, we think, and now definitely they have with that
ball
win.
Up in the air.
First face-off of the fourth quarter
Limestone was out early. Limestone was out early. It's going to be black ball.
Well, there you go. Eric Dickinson down there on the sideline already had it before the official did.
He's a closet official.
Yeah.
He actually got certified, and actually he's a pretty good official. I'm hoping to get him back in stripes here.
I think he might like to be on that sideline a little bit too much.
Yeah. That's if Coach P can get some duct tape on his mouth every now and then.
I think Coach P would like some duct tape on a lot of people's mouths on that sideline sometimes.
Actually, one of the best celebrations I saw, I forget what game it was, but the entire 20 guys on the end of the sideline did the sniper pose when someone scored from outside, but they were 10 yards on the field. And Coach P walked behind and was like, would you all get off the field? Well, he was laughing while he said it.
Of course. The only coach in the history of this program, Coach Greg Paradine.
And the Bears are going to run patient half-field offense and try to burn some clock here. This is a completely different MO from, again, what LR used to do with run and gun and go fast and try to get 50 shots a game.
And that's kind of what they were last year a bit, too. Aguilar cranks way in the air off the post. That thing was
ridiculous backspin.
Eiffel towered, and Moffitt picks up the bouncer. .45 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears.
I'm not sure why that wasn't a reset.
But I've almost already killed the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. You know the Bears don't want to sit on it 100% of the time. They still will look to score.
What they're going to do is when Limestone comes out and challenges like what's happening right now, then they'll run offense. But until Limestone comes out and actually plays somebody, shoot it, Miles.
Moffitt, low
side
left.
Of the net, bomb goal.
Baxter didn't touch it but didn't need to. Had that post protected. And the Saints have got to get some stuff going quick
Boss
here.
Just needs to be careful not to create a hold.
Morrison eventually starts the clear for the Saints. Got to go quick. Johnson, the skip save. McGarry tried to bounce it past him. Whistle blown. And we've got bodies crossing in front of the scorer's table. I'm not sure what the call is from the official, but whatever it is, the referee with 24 on the back of his shirt is not very happy, I don't think.
Moffitt is going to
I think that something to do with the student section.
The student section just got a conduct foul.
Yeah.
Miles Moffitt came over here and said no more. That cost LR a possession. That's actually a really good call by Jimmy Blanker to try to keep things under control.
McGarry misses.
And
not close right, but Noah Johnson is
Moffitt
upset.
Moffitt is talking to the fans, basically telling them to chill out. Good job
There's
by
just no reason. There's no reason for them to be acting in a way that penalizes the team.
Right.
Like
and it had to be really bad to get to that point.
And he's not going to stop the championship game in the fourth quarter for something that's not egregious.
And great job by Miles to go to Jimmy Blankner to ask what that was. He explained, and Miles, as a captain, basically took control of the situation, told the student section basically to shut up.
It was stupid. And that shot wide left off the stick of Erneston, and LR's got unmatched support of this lacrosse program, but they have to get a handle on themselves here in these home games.
Yeah, especially when it's playing with this much, a game with this much on the line.
Yeah, this is literally 11:45 for a championship. McGarry jumps, bounces off and hits the underside of the crossbar. That is bad luck for Limestone, and the Bears will take it. Liam Farrell gets bumped, and he's in some trouble. Behind the back. What a way to get out of that one by Liam Farrell.
Went back. We got to go.
5 seconds to get it across. McCracken has to realize it. Does he get there?
Yes.
Barely, with about half a second to spare. Victor Powell's on this half. That's probably not what you want for the Bears, and now they get their right personnel on.
Because that, one more comment back to what Jimmy Blankner just called. That very easily could have been unsportsmanlike conduct 1 minute, and the Bears would have been down a minute full time.
Probably is going to be the next time if there is a next time.
Yep, 100%.
Under 11 to go.
And again, that's an official who's done a national championship game. If he makes that call in this situation, it's exactly the right call.
It's been a well-officiated tournament overall.
It has. It really has. They've called what they've needed to call.
Yes, and the LR Wingate game on Friday night could have easily gotten out of control, and the officials didn't let it. There's a turnover there. It's caused by Lance Olson, who picks up the ground ball, and now here he comes.
Job by Olson.
36 in white.
Good communication by Hatcher and Reese to basically say who's going to get the ball to make sure the guy doesn't get a free run at the goal. Reese is going to follow the guy off and beat the guy.
Consoletti falls down. I don't know what happened there.
We got an injured player.
Owen Consoletti just went down in a heap.
That's terrible to see. He's grabbing his knee. That's a bad deal.
It was not contact, I don't think, and those are the worst ones. Owen Consoletti, redshirt senior from Thousand Oaks, California, transferred to
and
Limestone.
Actually, great sportsmanship by all the team. The Limestone guys are taking a knee for there, and the Bears are doing the same thing.
Transferred to Limestone from Harford Community College and is not put in any weight. Jamie's got to get you some hauls over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now not putting any weight on that right leg. Oh, you just hate to see that.
It's going to be LR ball.
Because Consoletti just went down in a heap and lost the ball. Oh, that's just brutal. You're right, partner? Do I need to?
No, I'm good. I think I swallowed another one of those pieces of pollen the size of a goose feather.
'Tis the season.
We live in the South, and all the cars turn yellow this time of year.
10:08 to go. Our thoughts and prayers and best wishes are with Owen Consoletti.
Absolutely. And Limestone's this is going to be a full court press.
Even if Limestone doesn't come back in this game, they still have a lot more important games to play. Or I should say many more important games. This one very important, but this is certainly not the end for the Saints.
No, and you just hope it was nothing more serious than he tweaked a knee. It didn't look good.
No,
and we hope for the best.
Under 50 to shoot for the Bears, who will just sit on this. And this is, I hate to use the word boring, but this is when lacrosse can get a touch boring when a team is sitting on the ball.
But it is beholden on the defense to play defense and go out and press. Kind of like basketball. If you're not out there pressing on the ball, you don't start that 5-second count.
Olson following around Will Canada. Will finds his teammate in front of the net.
Evan
Baxter
Voss
makes a great save.
Evan Voss gave up his angle. He should have scooped the ball and come up the field instead of scooping and trying to go behind.
Evan scored from that angle in that goal in the first half, but Baxter the wiser this time. 10 saves now for Baxter. 13 for Noah Johnson. This ball is on the ground. Kendall Collins, the grad student from Hurley, New York, who seems to be a little worse for wear himself, picks it up. And now Faster tries to squeeze in. Powell separates him from the ball. Textbook there from Victor.
State just needs to understand he's got a shadow and run.
Carpenter couldn't get him. Here in the fourth quarter, we have yet to see a goal. We're almost 7 minutes in. This was our score at the end of the third. A lot of that obviously has to do with the Bears not in attack mode until late in the shot clock.
Mm-hmm.
The face-offs right now 14-10 in favor of Lenoir-Rhyne.
Mistake by Bryce Reese to throw it away.
Eccleston and he not on the same page. Torrin will go
I think
off.
it was a little bit of Torrin kind of going the wrong way, and a little bit of Bryce throwing off his back foot. I think it was two small mistakes by two veteran players that leads to the turnover. They need to do better the next time we come down and have possession at this end of the field.
Did kill about 40 seconds off, but still had some more time they could have killed. Limestone completes the clear. And now here they come, unscathed. And twisting and getting nowhere is Kesselring. Now he finds Faster, who gets a look and goes top shelf for the goal.
That's a mistake by Ashley in the closeout angle. Basically, the shooter waited until he created the screen and then shot. Johnson never saw it.
Dorian Faster, senior from New Freedom, Pennsylvania, gets his first of the game. 5-goal lead.
Bears by 5. I would play offense. If LR possesses, we need to play offense.
Wholeheartedly agree. I think the way LR's defense has been going with half this quarter gone and the face-off won by Ladner is looking to score a goal quick. Powell makes an unbelievable play to separate it from Erneston. And in the crease is Limestone. After Erneston lost the ball, he goes in the crease, and the ball goes back to Lenoir-Rhyne.
We're fortunate there. A great play by Powell. We're just fortunate the Limestone player wound up in the crease.
The poke checks from Powell tonight have been on point. And now Aguilar zooms in to the offensive zone. Tommy, an all-league year for him.
You got to get. Don't turn your back on the defense because you will get a double team at this stage in the game.
Ball just has to keep moving. Evan Voss with it now.
Coach Case is telling the guy to get the ball behind the goal because if you get a turnover behind the goal, at least they got to go 110 yards to play offense.
Eccleston almost lost it. Getting checked over there by Noah Reed. Noah from Kentucky. Not necessarily known as a huge lacrosse state. Kanata possesses behind the X. Under 30 to shoot. The Bears definitely, you can tell there's a little bit of difference in mindset here.
Yep, they're playing offense.
Aguilar. Eccleston got his first in the third
Get
quarter.
underneath Torrin.
Torrin gets tight. Baxter makes the save.
Now
ball loose
ball.
in the corner. Torrin goes down, and Venazio scoops it up for him.
That's
fresh 60 for the Bears. That's a huge play by both Eccleston and Venazio there.
That's a grad student play by Venazio.
He knew exactly where he needed to be.
His main thing was, I got to go get this ball.
He knew that Eccleston was going to keep it at least loose for him. Venazio, grad transfer from Coker, will be back next year. Brugger's done after this year.
I think Brugger may come back and volunteer assistant coach because he's still working on his degree.
May as well. Eccleston, the look in front.
It's a bit of a force.
Kanata tried to squeeze it in and could not. Limestone takes back over with 5:18 to go.
And we have 5 possessions to go.
And Limestone needs to score on all 5 of them and win all the faceoffs. Erneston. Faster fighting, missing. And it is a shot, so it will stay with Limestone. Kesselring back there, and now here we go. Powell gets his stick in the passing lane and now picks up the ground ball. He is a menace.
Just a simple play. Dylan, get it to someone who knows how to play offense. I know you scored 2 goals on Friday, but just give it to someone else.
Once you get the taste of the goal scoring, it's hard to give it up again, right?
Bryce is surrounded by 3 guys. He needs to be smart and get rid of the ball. Good job, Bryce.
Kraken comes off the bench to save him. It's actually Kyle Hatcher that did. 0 in black.
Kind of looks like 8 in black.
Or 9.
Or
6.
Or
others circular numbers.
Get underneath.
Kyle does.
Shoot it.
Finds McGrath, who gets stopped by Baxter. If Baxter doesn't make a couple of these saves here in the 4th, this game is over. But he's kept him in it.
Play smart.
Werner, who's been a bit of a brute tonight, gets it to Erneston. Flag flies. This will be on the Bears. Erneston gets bothered on the shot by Powell, but Victor will head to the penalty box.
Yep, that's a good play. He came up with a check and got Erneston right in the face mask. Great call by Jimmy Blankner. He's not going to hear it. Powell didn't complain, knew the problem, knew he made a mistake.
Sometimes it's hard to control those long sticks when you're trying to check the guy. So Victor goes in.
And usually when it comes up, you really have to get him up on the chin, but it was hard enough that they call a slash.
Limestone 0 for 2 with the extra man today. Have to have one here if you're the Saints as we creep under 4 minutes.
And you have to have one quick.
Yep. They're looking for one quick. This is a unit that scored on over 50% of their chances man up this year. In the middle, ball loose. Nate Ashley ends up with it. Missed opportunity there for Limestone as Grant Rogers caught it right in the middle in the slot in front of Johnson, but Nate makes the play. Linklater bumped down by Werner. Gets back up, holds on to it.
That's actually a no call on the offsides and then a no call on what was clearly a push in the back. So I'm surprised that the offsides wasn't called, but given that, I'm also a little surprised at pushing it back, so I guess we're going to call that even and continue to play.
Eccleston has played his role well today. Sometimes asked to score a little bit more, but hasn't needed it. Only 1 goal today for Torrin.
Run away, Bryce.
Only 1 goal in this 4th quarter.
Limestone has pulled Baxter, and he's actually guarding Voss, so the goal is open.
LR has yet to score in this 4th quarter. Limestone's only gotten 1 to cut the lead down to 5. Reese with an open net. Missed left. No goal. I think he thought that he had it, but he didn't have it.
We got an injured player. We had we got a little bit of it. We had to stop the play. We had guys down.
Collins, who was limping earlier, continues to limp.
Kudos to Collins and Baxter, absolutely selling out to get back in the crease to make that save. Collided. I think Collins got Baxter's knee in the head, but kudos to them for selling out when they absolutely had to.
Collins wearing a big brace on his right knee. The victim of a little friendly fire there. McGarry cuts it down to a 4-goal lead.
2 minutes left.
14-10. 5 of the 10 for Limestone off the stick of number 12 in white, Mike McGarry.
Black needs to win a faceoff.
Reese had the open net and missed it. I think despite the efforts of Collins and Baxter, that thing's in the net if he puts it on net.
But he needs to continue to run to the middle. And if someone slides to him, just run up high and possess the ball. But
Paulus and Ladner.
Good job by
Ladner boxes out Paulus and wins the faceoff. McCracken separates the ball from him right on the L of LR, and Limestone does end up with it. Need a quick one here. Carpenter, this is actually Erneston trying to provide it for him. Erneston hits.
Yep, that's absolutely a hold.
Flag flies. Ball somehow doesn't get loose, and it's in the goal. How about Erneston fighting through the hold, fighting through defenders? Limestone has 3 goals here in the 4th. and has sliced it down to 3.
It's a technical foul hold. The flag is waved off. We're facing off 6-on-6.
LR yet to score here in the fourth quarter. This is the closest Limestone has been since the first half. 1:39 to go in the SAC title game. You said the last time that LR needed to win a face-off. Well, now they really need to win a face-off. Out of the 26, Bears have won 14 of them. Saints have won 12. Paulus in. Stalemate. Ball back. Faster missed the ground ball. Ladner's boxing out Paulus on the foot of Paulus. And it ends up with Limestone. 1:25 and counting. Faster. Shooting, missing, wide. Not close, wide.
74 seconds left, 1:20, so basically a shot clock.
Limestone needs 3 to tie. Saints in their first ever SAC championship game in their second full season in the conference. Bears looking to become just the second program ever to win back-to-back tournament titles. McGarry, sidestep, left-handed. He's got 5 of the 11 today, and now tried to go behind the head and didn't hit anything. Back to Lenoir-Rhyne. What a hustle play by Nate Ashley.
He has got to be this season's MVP. I mean, there's some offensive guys who played better, but he absolutely flipped this season for the Bears.
What he did against the Anderson face-off guy as well. Johnson, long pass downfield to Moffitt, who snags it just on the edge of the sideline. And Coach P got a timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
What a call with 47. And that might be the final nail. Wow. What a pass by Johnson. What a catch by Moffitt.
Basically, Johnson threw it almost out of bounds into a spot. You talk about football quarterbacks throwing it to a place only his receiver can catch it.
Yeah.
That's basically what Johnson did. It gave Moffitt a chance to screen the Limestone defender off the ball and allow him to catch it. As soon as he caught the ball, the other thing about it is it's below the 30-yard line. So as soon as we have possession below the 30-yard line, Coach P was able to call timeout. It's going to be, and what you're going to see here is a 4 corners offense.
.2 to go. 1 timeout left each side. But with the shot clock at 64 and the game clock at 47,
you're going to see Limestone double the ball and the keeper go and get someone furthest away from the ball or X. He's going to the keeper's going to guard the guy at X. We got a double team over here on the side with Voss. The last time this happened, Voss split the double team and scored.
He
doesn't split it, but he gets
the
underneath.
Final dagger in Wingate the other night. The ball jarred loose from him for a moment. Net is empty. Fans cheering warm up the bus for Limestone.
Which for the LR student section is pretty benign.
Yeah, it is pretty tame. McCracken. They don't need another goal. Just need to hold on to it. Stape spins.
Coach P's got 2 defensive middies out here just in case. He's got Starkey on the field playing offense just to make – oops, Starkey's got to catch the ball.
It's Liam Farrell over there.
Move it. Under 10.
Limestone embarrassed them back on March 12th. Since then, it's been perfection. And for the 3rd time in program history and the 2nd year in a row, Lenoir-Rhyne, the kings of the South Atlantic Conference.
All kudos to Limestone. They had an amazing run through the SAC. These 2 teams may see each other again in the NCAA championship, depending on how the seeding comes out. Great job by Limestone. I just really hope was it Consoletti who got
Consoletti.
hurt? I really hope Consoletti is okay and able to play in the NCAA championship. It would be a real shame for him not to be able to play.
The Bears celebrating with the LR faithful that have made such a difference all weekend long. There is no place for college lacrosse than right here between the bricks. And for the second year in a row.
And I'm gonna say something. The two kids I couldn't be happier for are James Brugger and Joe Venazio. They played great careers at Coker, and now they're finishing up this year with a ring. I absolutely feel like that's just the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time.
2 years in a row defending home turf for the Bears, who win their third SAC tournament title and have all the momentum heading into the postseason.
And one thing I want to say is the Limestone fans here actually were a pleasure to hear cheering for their team. They did a fantastic job of what we talked about in the Bears Club Pavilion on Friday night is cheer for your guys. And they did a wonderful job of that. All kudos to them. It's a pleasure when two great teams like this go after and fans cheer for their guys, with the exception of the LR student section saying something stupid and getting a conduct foul. But all kudos to Limestone and Limestone's fans for a great season and supporting their guys, and good luck in the NCAA tournament.
Limestone's certainly not done. They will securely be in to the South Regional, and so will the Bears. Came in to this week ranked 5th. And they will probably be moving up after wins.
This may be a 3, maybe a 4, I don't know, but they're definitely in a position now where they're going to host an NCAA tournament game between the Bricks.
Can't wait for it. We're going to stay on for the trophy presentation here on SAC Live. But how about these veteran LR players? They've, after the COVID year took a season away from them in 2020, they're on their hosting turn here of this event, and they go 4-0 in this event at home over these last 2 seasons and win 2 titles.
Yep, and they're, again, what I said on Friday night is one of the things I really like about lacrosse, also like about hockey, is the handshake line after a game. Nice thing about lacrosse is they do it after every game. There's not a more meaningful handshake line if you watch an NCAA hockey or an NHL hockey game where they shake hands after a hard-fought series. Look your opponent in the eye, say congratulations, and good luck to Limestone as they go forward.
Could be a potential meetup coming up later between these two.
Yep.
Depending on how the bracket shakes out.
Just how the seedings shape out.
Obviously, a little bit too early to tell that.
Basically, 1 and 2 get a bye. 3 hosts 6, 4 hosts 5.
And last year, all of those games happened here because of COVID.
Right.
But now it'll go back to the 3 and 4 seed.
3 and 4 seeds host the first round games. 1 and 2 seeds host the second round games. I don't believe that this win gets LR to a 2 seed.
No.
Because UIndy is ahead of them.
And UIndy has a head-to-head win over the Bears.
Right, correct.
So, either way, today is all celebration. It is a day of smiles and jubilation here between the Bricks as the Bears get some revenge on Limestone. And the Bears went through the gauntlet to do it. Got Wingate on Friday night, and they get revenge on Limestone
and
today.
Truth be told, I think this Bears team wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
They wanted to validate their win 3 weeks ago at Wingate, and they wanted a chance for redemption for the loss they had back on just a miserably cold day. And they just did a great job, and here come the T-shirts.
It's a mad scrum to get one.
And happiest guy out there right now. Well, there's a lot of happy guys out there. Pretty cool.
Yeah, hard to pick one.
Well, I'm going to mention a couple moments of the season that things flipped for the Bears. The first one was after the loss of Limestone, what Nate Ashley did against Anderson. The second one was Dom Maggio's goal at Tusculum.
Yeah.
It was in a game that was fully decided, but the reaction of the bench told me in that moment that this team was all in for themselves, for each other and for their team, and they had a bigger goal, and they were excited about who they were and what they were building towards. The third one was at Wingate. The smallest guy on the field, Aiden Mowry, goes in amongst the trees against 3 of the Wingate poles and comes out with a ground ball, which resulted in 3 flags.
When you have a winning culture like Lenoir-Rhyne does, all it takes is a couple of moments to kind of flip it. And I think that Limestone game back on March 12th, the Bears walked away feeling worse than I think a lot of these guys had in their entire lacrosse careers.
But to the coaching staff's credit, what they basically did is talked about it on the bus ride home,
and that
flushed
was it.
Moved on.
Yep. And since then, it's been perfect.
Right. And there's some of the competition in the SAC, there've been one-side loss, but what you've seen there is the second, third, fourth line midfield, the second and third attack, the second and third defense going out there, and there's just not a lot of drop-off.
10 wins in a row for the Bears right now, as now Jamie and I are going to sign off. You are going to hear the trophy presentation. For Jamie Dickinson, Malik Ellis, all of our wonderful Bears Sports Network crew that has worked tirelessly to bring you the highest quality in this South Atlantic Conference Women's and Men's Championships. I'm Eric Bach, saying so long for now.
And partner, we got one more game, so let's go Bears.
Jamie says go Bears. I say so long. We'll talk to you in the NCAA tournament here on the Bears Sports Network.
We're like